With an obsessive-compulsive need for attention, Edward Nygma is determined to be the most outlandish of Gotham City's criminals, concocting an elaborate series of clues and riddles around his crimes. Batman has proven a worthy opponent, capable of deducting the Riddler's plan, but Nygma is dedicated to creating a mystery the Dark Knight will not be able to solve in time. What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Arkham City's The Riddler by McFarlane Toys. Starting off this video, guys, we're of course taking a look at that McFarlane packaging, and it is of course that traditional black, white, and blue with the open face window, seeing DC Multiverse logo down at the bottom, as well as the Riddler's name. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see it is the Riddler from Batman Arkham City, or just Arkham City, but you guys know what I meant. Flipping over here to the back, guys, is a beautiful concept image ripped from the video game itself. I remember collecting a Riddler trophy and this popping up as my reward, and it still looks as incredible now as it did back then, way back in 2011. Flipping over to this side, guys, not really much going on other than DC Multiverse and the Riddler's name again. Nothing at all going on at the top, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all this other, guys, let's go ahead and rip Mr. Enigma out of his packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is the Riddler, fresh out of the packaging, standing straight up and down or leaning on the rotating turntable. And for my first-hand impressions on this guy, I absolutely love him. For the Riddler to be one of the most ridiculous comic book characters, he has a massive following, and I am one of those guys who absolutely love him. My first introduction to the Riddler was, of course, like many of you out there, was Jim Carrey from Batman Forever as the Riddler. But with this one, I'm really glad that they ditched the leotard and gave him this very stylish looking suit, just full of question marks, and a bowler hat with, of course, these amazing looking glasses that he has going on. I absolutely love the design of the Riddler in the Arkham games. More so the design they had in Arkham City as opposed to the one they had in Arkham Knight. I absolutely love this one, and I feel like this one would have made the most sense for him to be in a full suit at the end of Arkham Knight, but I get the fact that, you know, he was a mechanic and all that other stuff, building ridiculous racetracks for us to do. And by God, God, don't take me back to the racetracks. Oh my God. But this right here in figure form, guys, he looks absolutely amazing. I love the suit that he's got going for him. I just wish that it would have got a little bit more paint on these question marks he has all over him. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and take Riddler off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, the Riddler unfortunately does not come with much. I really would have loved seeing a Riddler trophy, but he does, of course, come with a McFarlane standard DC stand with the DC logo just stamped right there on the front. He does, of course, come just like every other action figure we see from McFarlane, come with his trading card, which is the same image from the back of the box. Flipping over to the back, guys, is the read-up if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second, and the unfortunate thing about it is he only comes with this very stylish looking cane. Now, don't get me wrong, the cane looks amazing. However, I would have loved to see it have more paint. Yeah, it's black and gold, that's really cool, but I feel like this should have been green, and I probably will put some green on there and let it sit for, I don't know, 6 months, so that way it doesn't get all scuffed up, but I feel like that would have really been a cherry on top for this accessory. But the detail alone in this cane does look amazing. I love how it's got some dings all throughout the question mark, and then he's also got the little handle down here in the middle. It just looks amazing. I really wish in Arkham City we would have seen him use this as a weapon against Batman, as opposed to, if you didn't get all of the Riddler trophies, Batman breaks through the floor and crushes his face. However, I would have loved to see him fight Batman trying to use this thing. It would have been really funny. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories and take a closer look at the detail. In terms of detail, guys, the Riddler does look amazing. Starting off with the head sculpt, I absolutely love the bowler hat look and how it kind of has like this leathery fabric type texture all the way throughout the hat up here. It does look and feel amazing. I do, however, wish they gave us a question mark dead center. I feel like with all these question marks on the jacket and even the big question mark on his back, they definitely should have put an extra question mark right here, because, you know, maybe it's not enough. Maybe we need one more. I mean, he even has question marks on his gloves, but maybe one more wouldn't have hurt. Going down here now, guys, looking at his face sculpt. His face sculpt is absolutely beautifully detailed with the wrinkles all throughout his cheekbones and around his mouth. I even love how he has the McFarlane side eye, and I'm typically not a big fan of it, but with the glasses peering down like he's supposed to be cool or edgy, I think that is absolutely hilarious. Just a joke of a character like the Riddler. Don't get me wrong, I love the Riddler as a character. I think he's just a wackadoo, and I love the serious take they took with him on the 2022 The Batman film. But this right here, to me, the Arkham City Riddler, or just the Arkham Riddler alone, is top tier Riddler, and then just hands down from there. Going down here now, guys, looking at his torso, I feel like where he suffers the most is, of course, the button-up shirt that he has on. And I see that they try to put something in with the collar, but I just feel like if they would have added some wrinkles in, can this come up? Oh, look at that. I just kind of broke it, but oh, does this? Oh, I need to re-glue that down. But yeah, don't do that, guys. That's not supposed to happen. But I just put a little bit of glue on it and I'll fix it, no problem. But I do feel like if they would have put a little bit more wrinkles into the front of the shirt here, then maybe it would have looked better. I just feel like it kind of looks bland. Now, I do love the tie here, but unfortunately, I just popped it right out of the neck hole there. But I will get some glue on there and I will fix that, no problemo. But the tie does look amazing. I do wish that it had a little bit of a detailed texture going on, kind of like his jacket, or not his jacket, but his hat. But I feel like they really missed out on there. It's just kind of you could tell it is a piece of plastic. But I do like how they painted the question mark onto the tie here for the little tie clasp. I think that is absolutely hilarious, and it looks amazing. Looking at his jacket now, guys, we'll probably flip him around the back just to see the whole jacket, and it does look amazing. However, I do wish that they painted these question marks, either all of them gold like this one or black question marks all over, and I'll probably paint them to be black question marks as well, because I absolutely think that would make this jacket stand out more, instead of it sitting on the shelf and then in closer inspection you're like, oh, he's got question marks all over his jacket. No, I want those question marks to pop. Going down here now, guys, looking at his slacks that he's got going on here. I do like his slacks. I see that they put in the little pockets in there, and that's actually kind of rare to see. Usually you'll get the diaper and then just straight thigh down, but they actually added in the pockets, and it's even from the McFarlane diaper to the upper thigh here. So I do love that we're seeing that detail in here, and even him having the buttons all the way down for, instead of like his little zipper patch, he's got buttons going all the way down. Going down here now, guys, looking at his combat boots. I think it's absolutely hilarious that he's wearing purple combat boots. I personally think that in the game they were black. However, it's a dark game. You can't really see too well when it comes to the details like people's boots or their shoes in general, but I'm pretty sure they were black. But putting him in purple combat boots is just absolutely hilarious to me, because I get his color scheme is green and purple. However, it just does seem like something that Riddler would do. He's like, I can't break up the coloration here. Let me put purple combat boots on. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a closer look at the Riddler's size, his articulation, and jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall the figure stands, guys, the Riddler does stand to the top of the bowler hat. Looks like exactly 7 inches tall. So he is, of course, that traditional 7 inches that McFarlane likes to do. Let's go ahead and take him off his display base and move him closer to the screen. Starting off with his head articulation, he does look up quite a bit, but he's got a little bit of excess hair going on back here, so it kind of stops him a little bit. He does, of course, look down all the way, and thanks to the ball joint, he does rotate all the way around and get some beautiful head tilt in there. When it comes to his arm articulation, his arms do go out about that far, and it doesn't feel like, oh, it feels like it. Oh, he does not. He does not have a butterfly joint within there, but he does get some good mobility in his shoulders. He does, of course, come with a bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. As for his wrists, they are on a ball joint, so they do rotate all the way around and hinge up and down. When it comes to his ab crunch forward does exist, so he can lean forward, and he is, of course, a limbo master. Actually, not so much a limbo master in this one, so he's failing at the DC parties. It's not a good time when you're around Mr. Enigma. Going down here now, guys, looking at his waist swivel. His waist swivel is there. It does rotate all the way around. His legs go forward about that far, and they do go back about that far, exposing the McFarlane crotch gap. He does, of course, come with double hinge knees, although mine is stuck. There we go, a little bit of pop action, double hinge knees. And as for his ankles, they do articulate down, they articulate up. He has the toe articulation, and he does, of course, come with the beautiful ankle pivot. Starting off with the size comparison, guys, here we have the Arkham City Riddler standing next to Hush from the Batman Hush storyline. And as you can see, they do scale together beautifully. Next up, guys, here we have the Riddler standing next to the Flash's version of the Michael Keaton Batman. And I really would have loved to see the Riddler versus Michael Keaton's Batman. However, these two do scale together beautifully. Next up, guys, jumping out of the DC universe and right into the MCU, here we have the Arkham City Riddler next to the Diamond Select Toys Tom Holland Homecoming Spider-Man. And I feel like these two do scale together beautifully. And I would really love to see how Spider-Man would react to the Riddler trying to kill him utilizing traps and other types of riddles to try to end him. I just feel like Spider-Man would get excited knowing that he's going to have to test his brain power and actually solve riddles. And last but not least, guys, here we have the Riddler standing next to the Marvel Legends MCU version of Sandman. And as you can see, Marvel Legends simply does not work. Alrighty, guys, and there we have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final review on the Arkham City Riddler, I'm going to have to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I absolutely love this figure. I think he looks phenomenal. However, I do wish that he had more paint. The black question marks would have gone a long way, and some more paint around the brim. Like how that little trim around this bowler hat is just painted green. I feel like if it was painted black or brown or even purple, it would have gone a long way and definitely would have got that 10 out of 10. With all that said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We try to put up at least 2 videos a week for you guys to enjoy. With all that said, guys, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you in the next video.